Thank you. To start today's ceremony, I'd like everyone to remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Again, good afternoon and welcome to this year's graduation ceremony. I'd like to take this time and recognize all the teachers, administrators, staff members that are in attendance from Climax-Scotts Elementary and the junior senior high. We would like to thank them for all the work they have done for the class of 2020 over the years. Thank you. I would specifically like to thank the following individuals for their help and obvious flexibility in assisting with our graduation ceremony. Mrs. Kim Langs, Ms. Jody Jackson, Mrs. Beth Missler, Ms. Jenny Wright, Mrs. Crystal Sattler, Mr. Kevin Langs, Mr. Kenny Sattler, Mr. Steve Wurtzel, Mr. Matt Burkham, and a very, very special thanks to Mr. Larry Tutt and Mr. Scott Simmons, who came out here in the heat and put this wonderful venue together for us. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium our senior class president, Samantha Reed.
Hello, everyone. As you all know, I'm Samantha Reed, your class president. Don't worry, I'm not going to make this super long. It's going to be short and sweet because I know we all want to be in the AC right about now. So, the class of 2020, what a crazy year. We started off the school year dealing with EEE and having football games move around, to ending the year dealing with COVID, which canceled everything after March 13th. But I've truly been blessed to be a part of this class. I've grown up with the same people throughout my entire life. Having only 35 kids in your grade is one of the many pluses to our school. Now people can look back that there is a different point of, now people can look at that at a different point of view, only having 35 kids. But you make so many different friendships and memories with either the same or different people, and you get to know everyone personally. For example, me and Johnny have gone to school together since preschool, and we're now taking college classes together. It's going to be weird not seeing the same people 5 days a week for 7 hours plus. I'm gonna miss making memories here, like going to the boys' football games or their basketball games and cheering them on. It's truly too bad that we had to end our year the way we did. We missed out on some of the best parts of senior year. There were a lot of lasts that we missed out on. Spring sports, proms, banquets, annoying the teachers the last week we're supposed to be there. But with the help of our amazing parents, we do get a Brad Bash, which is tonight, so make sure you guys are there. I just want to finish off by saying that I'm very thankful for the staff and school for making this ceremony possible for us. See, and that's another plus about having a small school, is that we're able to do things like this because there's only 35 of us in the grade. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Samantha. At this time, I'd like to welcome to the podium this year's salutatorian, Miss Nancy Cowles.
Hey guys, happy graduation. How are y'all doing? Yeah, I understand that. So, I know this phrase was said a lot yesterday, but bear with me because I have not given a public speech since 9th grade, so here we go. I had no idea what I was going to write at first. I could have done the whole, the highs and lows and the up and downs kind of route, but it felt so overdone. And considering that I had my anime and emo phase around you guys, I'd say we're more than acquaintances. I want to start this off by saying thank you to the teachers and the counselors who helped us along the way and for planning this whole event. I don't think there's a teacher here in this building who hasn't changed my school experience in some way. So, thank you all. Now, regarding our future, considering everyone's costumes for Career Day this year, I think I have a pretty good idea of what everyone wants to be. Some people want to be authors, some want to be teachers, professional sports players, engineers, video game designers, artists, nurses, you name it. Our class is a class of multi-talents, which I find super amazing. And it's very cliche of me to say that, but it's true. I think everyone here is capable of becoming who they really want to be through hard work and perseverance. Like, my friend Joe, I've seen how good you are when playing video games, and you notice all these tiny, intricate details that I would have never even seen. Or Simon, you're super good at teaching. When I was doing tutoring with you, I knew what I was doing, and you weren't even explaining it to me. And my friend Jackson is a great writer, and even though he doesn't think so, he super is. And the football guys, I see how hard you work out on that field, and even though I'm just a band student, I know you put a lot of work into what you do. And hey, if things work out, you might see me draw for DC Comics one day. But that probably won't happen, and I'll be begging on Facebook for commissions. But I'm not afraid of the future, and neither should you guys be. We're going to do things that we dreamed of doing as a kid, and if that's not exciting, I don't know what is. It's really awesome. Just imagining little first grade me coming up to me and knowing that I actually got to do the thing that I wanted to do is inspiring. And I hope you guys think that too. So keep your heads up. Thank you for listening to my speech, though it was more of a ramble. And finally, in the inspirational words of Ted Theodore Logan and Bill S. Preston Esquire, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes.
Thank you, Nancy. At this time, I'd like to welcome this year's valedictorian, Simon Swagger.
Wow, that's a long walk. Okay, hi everybody. Okay, so to be honest, I'm not at CS very often, so some of you may not even know I still go here. That's happened. So to introduce myself, my name is Simon Swagger, and as the CS Class of 2020 valedictorian, I am pumped to share some wisdom with you all. First, a big thank you to each and every person who made our class who we are. To our coaches for embracing our failures and testing our gumption, we are stronger for it. To our awesome teachers, for every dollar that you put into school supplies, for every minute that you stayed late, for every thank you that we never gave, even though you deserve it, know that we appreciate you more than you can ever know. Thank you to our amazing friends. Whether you live near or far away, you are all the reasons why high school is still bearable. To our families, thank you for every ounce of support that you gave to us. Without you, we definitely could not have made it to graduation day. A special thank you to my own family. Although having 6 siblings can get really hectic, I would have it no other way. Although they're not here, I'd like to thank all 6 of them. Man, this is annoying. I'd like to thank all 6 of them for reaching mediocrity. That way I can outshine them in the end. Just kidding. Kind of. Okay. To my dad, thanks for growing my confidence so that I can walk in like I own the place no matter where I go. Mom, thank you for teaching me my skills in the kitchen and the life lessons that I learned in the process. You both have worked so hard to build me a firm foundation so that I can venture off wherever the world takes me, and I am forever grateful for that. I love you. All right, so now we get into the incredible advice that I, as a teenage kid, am somehow supposed to know. It doesn't help that Okay. It doesn't help that I'm a super indecisive person, so I had an extra tough time figuring out what to talk about. Some things are once in a lifetime, like this right now. I've been waiting for this speech for, well, forever, hoping that I get to say it, and now I'm doing it. And honestly, I think I've spent too much time worrying and stressing about everything. So I'm starting to learn that the more time you spend worrying, the less time you actually have doing the things you love. Some of you guys have taught me that. Don't get me wrong, you should definitely think about your actions before you do them, but don't let yourself get caught up in the here and now. For example, I was worrying about this speech, making it perfect and emotional and all that jazz, but instead I just wrote it in 4 minutes and called it good. The thing with life is that you build it as you go. Now, I'm no expert. In fact, the only thing separating me from you all is just a few decimal points in my GPA. Literally just numbers on a page. But I think that your life is up to you. Now, they are about to hand us these fake diplomas, and we have plans ahead, but they will likely change in the next year even. So, still, we are the masters of our own fates. Every single day in AP Lit, I would stare at Mr. Vick's iconic wall of quotes, and one of them says, "The powerful play goes on, and you may contribute a verse." It's time to write our own stories. Sure, the world may add a few details, but it's our time to take charge and be amazing. There is no doubt in my mind that our CS class of 2020 will be one for the record books. While I was sitting here, well, not here, but when I was sitting and writing this speech, everything started to hit me pretty hard. That's why it took me 4 minutes instead of 3. The reality that graduation won't be the same as many that came before us came flooding into my mind, and it scared me a little bit, to be honest. I want things to be how they have in the past, but as we can all see now, things are different. As we learned as kids, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. So let's make this a time for change. When this is all over, I hope that we can better understand each other and better appreciate what we have, and even come to remember this as an opportunity for change. This blessing in disguise lets us grow closer from our 6 feet distance and realize what is truly important, the people in our lives. Although we'd certainly prefer to be making more memories as a senior class, this tragic situation allows us to cherish our memories more and to look back at all the good times we've had with our friends. We've been through it all together, be it singing for our bandanas at 5th grade camp or jamming out to All-Star on the band bus. We were there together. Maybe you remember racing to the cafeteria on Tangerine Chicken Day or 3-legged races at elementary field day. You could have been demonstrating some killer dance moves at homecoming, or maybe you do your own personal victory dance after getting an A on one of Mrs. Murphy's tests. We won't be together forever. That's just the truth. We'll probably drift apart, but these events and these memories, they'll always bind us together. This pandemic is just one more obstacle that I know we can defeat. Yogi Berra said, "If you come to a fork in the road, take it." Now we're no longer students. It's our time to take what we know and change the world. We did it. All those late nights studying instead of sleeping, they finally paid off. All the work you put into remembering football plays, or your lines for the musical, or shout out to Mr. Langs, the 5 themes of geography, location, place, region, movement, and human environment interaction. Not that anyone else remembered that. They've finally paid off. All those years we spent in elementary, middle school, and now high school have finally paid off. We are headed on a grand adventure. And just remember that you are in charge of your destiny. You will decide where this awesome journey will end up. The perfect saying for this situation would be, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. But I think we got more than just lemons. Life hit us with a whole dang tree. We are resilient, we are strong, we are a generation of change. So go out and make some lemonade. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Simon, I want you to know, though, the fake diplomas, it had me go to Hobby Lobby to get this ribbon, so a lot of time went into those. Real quick, I want to kind of correct an error that I had besides calling him Seaman or Simon or whatever I did. Yesterday during our award ceremony, I forgot to mention one of our seniors and their academic achievements in receiving academic all honors, and that was Garrett Schur. So please give him a round of applause. Sorry, Garrett. Okay, at this time, I would like to bring to the podium our superintendent, Mr. Doug Newington.
Thank you, Mr. Cole. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming out and celebrating this important milestone of our kids and putting up with the heat and the pandemic. Appreciate everyone being here. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our Climax-Scotts Board of Education and also to certify our senior class. I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize each of our board members and have you stand as I introduce you, please. Board President, Mrs. Sue Reichert. Board Vice President, Mr. Trent Piper. Board Secretary and Treasurer, Mrs. Heather Wetchler. Board of Trustee, Mrs. Lori Bagwell. In the press box, Mr. Steve Wurtzel. And not here, but certainly an intricate part of the board is Mrs. Jackie Longman and Mrs. Terry Van de Giesen. Thank you for all you do and all the time you put in. Appreciate it. At this time, I submit to you, the Board of Education, that each of these seniors we're about to introduce have met the board-approved requirements for graduation and also the requirements set forth by the Michigan Merit Curriculum. Thank you. Mr. Cole?
Thank you, Mr. Newington. Just a second as our seniors get in position.
As I introduce the seniors, our principal, Mr. Brent Cole, will present them with those awesome diplomas. Here we go. Simon Luke Swager.
Congratulations. Don't forget the X for your board.
Nancy Marie Cowles.
Yeah, hold them up nice.
Jonathan William Hunter.
Congratulations. Don't forget the X in your photo.
Guillermo Escobedo.
Congratulations. Don't forget the X in your
Samantha Marceline Reed.
Congratulations, Samantha. Don't forget the X.
Garrett Robert Shear.
Congratulations, Garrett. Don't forget the X in your photo.
Rebecca Lynn Woodward.
Don't forget the the X in your photo.
Charlize Marie Gibbs.
Congratulations. Don't forget the X in your photo.
Jackson Coy Deller.
Congratulations, Jackson. Don't forget the X in your photo.
Blake Aaron Borden.
You guys can sit down when he gets back. Yeah. Congratulations. Don't forget the X in your photo.
Braden
Okay?
Scott Bolter.
Congratulations. Thank you. Don't forget the X, buddy. Get some photos.
Braden Lynn Butler. Haley Claire Crago.
Don't forget the X when you get your photo. There you go. Don't forget the X when you get your photo.
Jose Spagato Angiano.
We did good. Congratulations. Make sure you stand up the X and get a photo.
Joseph A. Fleck.
Congratulations. Don't forget the X in your photo.
Connor J. Gibson.
Congratulations, buddy. Don't forget your X.
Lane Grant Glover.
Congratulations, man. Don't forget the X, buddy.
Scarlett Nicole Hansen.
Congratulations. Don't forget the X.
Ethan Wyatt Huff.
Congratulations, Ethan. Don't forget the X and a couple photos.
Josiah Benjamin Kenny.
And the X was congratulations.
Zachary Allen Keenest.
Congratulations, Zach. Thank you. At the X, buddy.
Kyle Morgan Tyler McKay.
Congratulations, Tyler. Stand at the X there, buddy.
Alexandro Leonel Rojas.
Congratulations, Alex. Yep. Stand at the X real quick.
Chino Hollywood Royal.
Congratulations, Gino. Stand up at the X, buddy. Get a photo.
Eric Strong.
Thank you. Stand at the X there, bud.
Garrett Ray Young.
Congratulations, Gary. Yeah, stand at the X.
And that concludes our class of 2020.
What a year to have this videotaped. I did have obviously a little bit longer speech, but I agree that it's probably time to get us out of the sun. But I'm really thankful for you all coming and putting up with the hurdles that we had to put up with. And people have thanked me all along for providing this for our seniors. And it's no problem for me to be here, because this is what we're here for, is to take this opportunity to recognize the accomplishments of you as parents and family members and community, for the great young people that we have produced out of Climax-Scotts. And I am more than proud to be here in July, August, or whenever to do that. So thank you for coming. I will close by sharing a personal message that I've shared in the past, and I truly believe in this, for the graduating class of 2020. When you leave these doors today as a graduate, many of you will believe or think it will be for the last time. My hope is that you realize the long-lasting connection you will have beyond today. Life brings us many challenges. Some we can foresee, and many we cannot. Just know that you are now and will always be a part of the Climax-Scotts family. So no matter what obstacles you encounter or what doors you believe are closed to your success, remember that these doors, and especially mine, will always be open to you, and I'll always be here to support you. Thank you again for letting me be your principal. It has been my pleasure. Seniors, to signify that you are now graduates of Climax-Scotts Junior Senior High, please move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your caps. I now present to you for the first time, officially, the class of 2020. One last announcement before our graduates begin the recessional. If you would please remain in the stands until the graduates have exited. I know normally we would like to gather in Hickory Heights or have that, but again, one of the restrictions that the health department put down on us would be no social gatherings afterwards. So if you'd like to do that off campus, please do so. And again, thank you so much for coming.